Okay, so I was saying, I had just come out to do the pump maintenance that morning, you know, taking out the old water, replacing the paper towels, whatnot. I had my cart over here, and when I heard the loud engine sound, you know, like, we normally get flybys from the airplanes, but it was louder than that. So, you know, I started looking where it was coming from. So, you know, just looking around, and I saw the airplane come down here over the tree.
Okay, let's see where you say it was coming down. We're on the south side of the Citgo station. Robert says he saw it come down over here on the north side. Is that right, Robert?
That's correct. It was to my I saw it come right over the top of that tree there, next to the corner of the canopy.
Next to the corner of the canopy. So it came between those two trees?
Yes, that's what I recollect.
Okay.
It seemed to be very, very low to the ground. I thought it was gonna hit the floor, the street here, the ramp. But you know, so I ran out here to this mound to see if I could see what was gonna happen.
Okay, then let me go quickly to someone named Don Wright, who saw the plane crash into the Pentagon. Don, are you there in Washington?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell us what happened?
Yes, it was about 9:35, and I was looking out our 12th floor windows at 1600 Wilson Boulevard in Roswell, Virginia, and I watched this. It looked like a commuter plane, two-engine, come down from the south, real low, proceed right on, and crashed right into the Pentagon.
Went directly into the Pentagon?
That is correct.
Looked like a deliberate act?
A deliberate act, sir.
And can you tell me what direction it came from, Don?
It came from the south.
Okay, Sergeant Brooks, so this is exactly where you were standing on when you got out of the car.
Right.
After you saw the plane coming, when you were pulling over here.
Right.
After a couple minutes passed, you were standing over here, and you witnessed at this point the plane fly over the station.
Right.
And move on towards the Pentagon.
Right.
Okay, now, yeah, go ahead. Well, first I wanted to ask you, what side of the station did you see the plane fly over?
Okay, actually, from the front of the station. Exactly where we were at earlier, where the yellow Jersey barrier.
Okay, was it more on the, when we're facing the station, more on the north side or to the left?
No, it was more to the left.
More to the left, okay. And was the plane, the entire plane to the left of the station, or maybe portion of it over the canopy of the station?
No, it was more towards the left.
It was the entire plane was to the left station, the wing and everything.
Right.
Okay, and how high over the station was it?
I tell you, it was pretty low. I always tell people it's almost like if you had a penny, you could almost just throw it up. It really seemed close, but directly see where the telephone pole is?
Telephone pole.
It was up higher. It was up way higher than that. It was just.
Oh, okay.
It was just unbelievable.
Okay.
Close up.
All right. And so, when you were standing here, did you see it pass over the station at that point?
Correct.
Okay.
During this point right here, we were able to see everything.
Right.
When that plane came descending across here.
Okay, so it came from up over here.
Correct. See where the trees are at?
Yeah.
Where the trees are at?
Uh-huh.
In the middle?
And it was descending.
Correct. It was descending. By then, it had already been descending.
Okay,
it was
so
basically doing a straight line. Just a straight line towards the Pentagon. By
Sure.
then, it was actually en route, and it was a straight line.
So you just jumped out of your car and were just to watch it fly over the station?
Yeah, we were basically, by then we were calling on the radio. We were saying, you know, dispatch, there's a plane headed towards the Pentagon. There's a plane headed towards the Pentagon.
Mm-hmm.
But by then I wasn't able to go through. I wasn't able to transmit. Sergeant Roberts at that time was actually in patrol too. He was the actual officer that was able to get through the communications. I know by then people were calling dispatch via their cell phone, but he was actually calling on the air. And I just heard on a loud voice saying, "There's a plane, dispatch. There's a plane coming towards the Pentagon."
Sure.
At that time.
Okay, so you're standing right here. Now, obviously, you got a pretty good view of the Pentagon. Let me zoom on the Pentagon real quick. Let's see how that's the impact point right there.
As you see, that's the impact point. And as you see right now, anybody standing at this current location where I'm at can actually see that straight on right there. You see, there was nothing blocking. There was actually nothing blocking at that time. So there was a straight shot.
Okay, now there's the do not enter sign that Robert Tercios was talking about earlier. Okay, so when you're standing right here, come back in the field of vision for me, Sergeant Brooks, if you would. Thank you. Now, when you're standing right here looking towards the Pentagon, and you saw the plane in a rapid descent after it passed the station on the north side of the Sitco station, what did you see?
Okay, what I seen then was the plane going directly in front of the building. And what seemed to be a quick second, we just seen a boom, and everything just, a great ball of fire just goes straight up in the air. And it's just right on the impact, just a great ball of fire. Were you able to literally
actually see the plane impact the building?
Correct. From this location, where I'm standing now, directly turning around and watching that plane literally go into the Pentagon, which is currently located
open.
Of course, there were people, we don't know how many motorists were on the road, who actually saw the airplane go into the side of the Pentagon, which was a remarkable sight. These are live pictures you're looking at right now. We don't know how many motorists there were, but we do know that we have one of them right here in our studio. His name is Aziz El Halou. He works right up the street here from our studios here, and you were headed to work this morning with your girlfriend, and tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir. Just around 9:08, 9:15, just here in 110 South, actually north. And it was just amazing, something you only see in the movies, that a huge airplane. It looks to me like a 757 American Airlines, probably flying around 60 to 70 yards on top of my car.
Oh my goodness.
Everything was shaking. And the next thing we saw, that airplane crashed in the Pentagon.
What did you do?
Just we panicked, put my car in park, and squeezed my steering wheel, and until the crash was ending, and kind of the Pentagon sucked in the airplane, so we didn't see any more part or any pieces of the airplane.
A piece of the aircraft actually landed and broke your windshield, as I understand it.
Just landed by the car, and this is one of.
Now, Aziz, in this situation that took place today, what did the other motorists do? I mean, did everybody stop their cars and get out?
Everybody stopped and got out from them car, and they started running left or right, and we had big panic at that time.
See this again? And this is it's almost macabre to have a piece of something like that in your hands, something that is a part of such a national, international, world tragedy that took place on this day. And you and so many other motorists saw this thing happen today and were powerless to stop it, and you stopped your car and just stared, I guess.
And I would say that's only something you see only in the movies or Hollywood. It was, I cannot still believe my eyes that I saw something happen today.
You said you were nervous to do this interview, and it strikes me that you are probably still stunned and in shock from what you saw earlier today.
Yeah, I'm trying.
So tell me, what happened after that? How long did you stay before you left and went
We
on?
spent a good 20 minutes by the Pentagon, then suddenly the police and military police start evacuating every person around there. And most of the cars, they had the front windshield broken because of the noise of the airplane. And just the time I turned my head to the left, it seems like the pilot or the person who was in charge of the airplane put full torque or throttle to the airplane.
It seemed like it was going faster as it went into it.
Exactly, yeah. It was, and especially as I mentioned to you, I do fly small airplanes occasionally, and it looked to me as someone professional, especially when you maneuver and turn the airplane, it takes you a few seconds to put the wings equally settled.
But it didn't seem to you like that this wasn't a pilot who was struggling for control of the aircraft. This was someone who was heading it right in there?
Exactly, yeah, it was planned to be that way.